Good morning, everybody. It is Monday and it's currently 6:25 a.m. I just got ready for the day. I showered, I blow dried my hair, did my makeup, and then I straightened my hair. I did not. But anyways, today I have a weird work schedule. For some reason, it is Monday, it is MLK Day, so it's January 20th, and we have MLK Day, so a lot of government offices and schools are closed today, so that might be why my schedule's so weird today, but literally, like, all my patients have canceled their appointments. Like, I have 2 appointments this morning that I have to go to, and then I have nothing after 11 a.m., so that's not usual for me, but with that being said, I'm low-key hoping that they let me go early, and that if I do go early, then 1, can study for the GRE because it is this Saturday, and then 2, I can work on sending out these emails to get my letters of recommendation from these 2 professors that I had when I was back in my undergraduate. So that is definitely my ultimate dream plan if today goes as what I'm thinking. Hey you guys, good morning. It is Tuesday and I just got up. I took out my dogs and I am gonna get ready for today, but I do have some good news. So I did go ahead, I did submit I wrote emails to my professors that I want to get letters of recommendation from. So I sent those last night with my statement of personal goals, my graduate school essay, and my resume. So things are starting to, you know, head into the right direction. And then tonight I'm gonna be studying again for the GRE with my sister. We're gonna study the verbal reasoning section tonight. I think take a practice test. So super excited about that. Just, you know, I think this week is just going to be full of, you know, learning, strategizing, and moving towards the direction of graduate school. So I'm super excited. I'm just tired. That's why it's like my enthusiasm is not in line with my current state. So anyways, I'm gonna get ready for today, have work again, but just gonna get ready for today, and I will check in with you all a little later. Hey guys, it is 8:34. I just got to my work parking lot and I'm gonna sit in my car until about 8:45 and then go in. But I don't know, I just feel a little like, just like more anxious than I've felt in a while. Like, I've always had anxiety and I've always had, like, you know, just problems with overthinking and just not, you know, thinking rationally about things. But I don't know, I just feel like super anxious right now, and it really sucks. And I don't know, it's just like, I think once I get into work and, you know, the work grind starts, then, you know, I'll be able to, like, kind of get away from my thoughts and everything. Alright, y'all, it's not 8:42. I'm waiting for my clock to. It is 12:12, and I'm at lunch break. And for lunch today, I have my taco pasta from the crock pot. So that's what I'll be eating today. And yeah, I mean, I think, like, when I was talking earlier about my anxiety, I feel like I do have bursts of anxiety just every single time I do go to work. And it's not because I don't like what I do, it's not because, you know, it's not the right job for me, it's just because I'm just a naturally anxious person, and I always think about, like, what could go wrong, or, you know, what if XYZ doesn't happen, or like, you know, you don't know. I get overworked about things that I have no control over. So I get very anxious too when I have no control, and it's really just variable on how, like, you know, people are today and stuff. But anyways, you know, once I get into the work grind, my anxiety goes away because I'm there in that moment. I don't have time to overthink things. I just have to do what I have to do to get my job done. So all in all, like, I'm definitely feeling better right now. And yeah, we're just gonna have a really good rest of our Tuesday. Or is it Tuesday? I really hope it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I'm happy it's also Tuesday, because I don't know what I would do with myself if it was Monday and I knew I had another 4 days of work. But anyways, I will catch y'all a little later. Alright, hey you guys. So I just got to my university, walking to the library so I can study for the GRE with my sister. I did go at Cave. I'm kind of hungry, so I might Cave and get something from the vending machine, which I don't want to do, but I think that's the plan. Hey guys, I'm sorry there's such a weird shadow on my face. I'm in a weird parking spot, but I just got done with my verbal reasoning practice test and I scored a 148 on it, which I'm not very happy about. Like, to be honest, I'm not that happy about it, especially when I need a 150. Anyways, I got a 7 out of 20 on the first section, and you need 7 questions to not get penalized and move down to an easy section on the GRE. But then on the second section, I got a 14 out of 20. So I did a lot better on the second section. Like, the second section, I was like just in the zone. I was feeling it. I was like I felt like I was getting things right. And I mean, I did. Like, I was so shocked when I saw I got 14 out of 20 right, but it obviously did not help. Like, I got a 148. Good morning, everybody. So it is around 10:30. It is Wednesday, and I was told yesterday that I didn't have to go into work until noon, so I slept in. It was beautiful. I slept in until like 8:45. And then, of course, I had to, you know, come to the reality that I have to get ready for work. But we're headed into work, and then this whole entire week, I'm just really grinding on the GRE, just making sure that at this point, and I kind of came to the conclusion last night, it's just I'm not trying to necessarily at this point become more knowledgeable per se. Like, I can't like just boost my vocabulary in like the next few days. I just have to kind of accept the fact that I'm really at this point just learning how the test is set up, how the questions are presented to the test taker, and just getting used to that formatting, and just, you know, trying to figure out more like patterns or like different strategies rather than increasing my knowledge bank per se. So anyways, I have to head out to work. I have to be there by noon, and then I'll be at work from noon to 6, and then I'm gonna be studying for the GRE again. So I will check in with y'all a little later. Hey guys, so it is 9:45 p.m. I just got home from studying the GRE with my sister. We actually took a practice quantitative section. So we did the power prep test number 2. We worked on the quantitative section, and I actually got a 152 on the quantitative section. I was so excited. This is like the first time that I've ever gotten above a 150, or even like, yeah, above a 150 on a practice test for quantitative, and it just makes me feel so, like, I don't know, more confident about the test, and, you know, going into Saturday knowing that I can break the 150 and actually, you know, get a 150 or more on the quantitative section. It's not impossible for me. I know I can do it. So I'm just super happy about that. But sorry if this vlog is very chatty this week. It's honestly just been so busy with me working on graduate school materials and studying for the GRE, so I've kind of just been able to just pop in here and there just whenever I get a moment to talk to y'all. But once we're done with this, then we can get back to regular scheduled programming. That's a little bit more of, you know, the B-roll and less of me just talking so much. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna get ready for bed because I gotta get up at 4:45 a.m. to take a shower and get ready for work. But good morning, everybody. It is Thursday and we are 2 days away from taking the GRE. It is around, I think it's like 6:30, around 6:30 a.m. and if you can hear all that noise in the background, that is my dishwasher. So we love that, but we gotta have clean dishes. But anyways, yeah, I just got up this morning at like 4:45, took a shower, blow dried my hair, straightened my hair, did my makeup, and now I'm just having a little bit of breakfast. Today is just another typical day at work, 9 to 6, and then again I'm gonna go study with my twin sister at the library. Last night we actually went to her house to study, but tonight we're going back to our university study just because it's a very productive space. It's just like sometimes at the house when there's other people, those people can get distracting and everything. So we like going to places that are like either quiet, educationally focused, or just, you know, just you have those educational vibes. Like when you study for the GRE, it becomes like, depending on how hard you go on it, it can become like another like part-time job or like a full-time job. I think mine's like a very part-time job because I'm not like studying like 5 to 10 hours a day, or even like I'm not even studying like 3 hours a day, but you know, I'm just trying to do the best I can with the time and resources that I have. So it is 8:30. I just pulled into work and I'm gonna head in about 15 minutes, but I just wanted to, I guess, give a little update on my graduate school letter of recommendation. So I did send out my request for letters of recommendation for 2 professors on Monday. So far I've only gotten 1 response, and that's kind of, I mean, it's not disheartening, it's just kind of nerve-wracking and scary, thinking that what if I don't get a second letter of recommendation, like, you know, like my other, like only 1 professor has responded and I need 2 letters of recommendation. So I'm not really sure. Like, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna email the professor who hasn't responded to me again today, just to, you know, maybe she didn't get the email, and if she doesn't respond the second time, then maybe it's just not meant to be. But the 1 professor that did respond to me, I actually have to go, I have to send her more information that she needs to write my letter of recommendation, because she has like, I guess like a specific process. So she basically sent me over a checklist of information that I need to provide her, which is actually kind of smart. I'm just nervous about this second professor who hasn't emailed me back, and definitely, like I said, I'm gonna email her. We'll see if she responds. If not, then I guess I gotta go rush and find another professor I've had who will do a letter or a recommendation for me, because kind of need that. But we'll just see. It's all a work in process. We're just taking, I feel like I'm just taking each day at a time, especially until I get my graduate school application completed and sent in. Just one day at a time, you know, not going to overthink it, or just everything's gonna be okay. And yeah, everything will be okay. So anyways, that's just my little update, and I will check in with y'all a little later today. ready. It is now 9:38 p.m. I just got home from studying with my sister. We studied basically the, what was it? It wasn't the issue essay, it was the argument essay, I believe. We studied the argument essay for the GRE, which basically what we did for that is that we went to the Matt GRE YouTube channel, and we actually watched him write a response to one of the GRE writing prompts. So that was actually very interesting, very helpful, just to see like how somebody else, especially like a GRE instructor, would curate a response to a prompt for the GRE. And then we practice exponent rules because it's been a hot minute since I've learned those exponent rules. Shout out to my boyfriend. He's been so helpful this week because I've been studying for the GRE, and you know, with that, you know, I'm kind of pushing everything aside to just study for the GRE. You know, I work, then I study for the GRE. I go to sleep, then I study for the GRE. Then I go to work again. You know, it's just like this week has been so repetitive with like working and then the GRE. So my boyfriend, he's really stepped up this week, just like cleaning, taking out the trash, bringing me food. Like, I don't know how I got so freaking lucky. So props to him. He is literally the best, and I don't know, I don't know what I would do without him. So anyways, just wanted to pop in and say that. And you know, if you are like, my biggest advice, I guess, if you are looking for, you know, a significant other, if you are, you know, trying to figure out, you know, is this the right person for me? Like, really just consider like how this person treats you on a bad day, because good days come, and they come more often, hopefully for you, than bad days. But the moments when things are bad, you know, just kind of take a moment. I know it's like, it's already a bad day, but, you know, take a moment back and just see how that person reacts to your feelings, you know, how they respond. Do they, you know, did they offer something to try to calm you down, or do they just make it worse? And, you know, did they end up, you know, basically turning the reason, or turning the bad day into even a worse day? You know, just consider that when you're looking for somebody who, you know, is a significant other, or even a friend, honestly. Like, just think about that. You know, really be mindful about, you know, who you surround yourself in the bad times, because by far good days, people shine on good days. But do they still shine on the bad days? So just a little food for thought. But again, just so thankful for my boyfriend this week. He is definitely a keeper. Good morning, you guys. It is Friday. It is finally one day away from this GRE test. But I gotta go to work. I got work. I don't know when I'm gonna go to work today. I know for sure I have to be at work by 3 o'clock for my first patient, but I don't know if I'm getting called in early. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready. But I'm seriously not wanting to put like any effort into my makeup, my hair, or my outfit. Like, I literally, not like putting on scrubs is like no effort, but I literally, like, you know, on Fridays it's business casual, and we can wear jeans as long as they don't have holes in them. But I don't even feel like putting on jeans. Like, I just want to wear another set of scrubs, to be honest, because I just feel like meh. Like, I just want everything to just kind of be simple and as easy as possible until I'm done with the GRE. So like, I think I'm just gonna put on like mascara, do my eyebrows, some face powder, not even foundation, throw on some new scrubs, and because I've been so bad this week. I've been sleeping in my scrubs as like PJs. So I wore this yesterday. I wore this on Thursday, and I'm still wearing it now because I slept in it. So that's kind of gross. But anyways, yeah, I just don't feel like putting much effort in. So anyways, I'm gonna eat my oatmeal because I made some oatmeal. Just some like Trader Joe's unsweetened oatmeal with peanut butter and honey, and I'm gonna eat that, get ready for the day. Right, hey you guys. So I just got off of work. It is 5:09 and I am ready to head home, study for the GRE. We got one practice test and then we got the real test tomorrow. It is coming up super fast. I don't know. I'm just lifting up my chair. I don't know if I'm scared. I don't know if I'm nervous. I don't really have much emotion right now. I mostly am just like, I just don't want my brain to get fried. Like, you know, like I'm scared of like drawing a blank or like running in a time crunch or something. That's my biggest thing, is just like, what if I legitimately run out of time? So my sister and I, we decided that we were gonna take the Power Prep, the paid Power Prep test 3 through the ETS website. That's an official website for the GRE, and the test is an official test from the GRE makers themselves. And we just decided, why not just, you know, rack our brains one last time and take a practice test. And the good part about the practice test is that when you do purchase the practice test, they do score your essays, which the free version doesn't. And they also, of course, they score your verbal reasoning and your math sections. And they also provide explanations, which the free tests don't provide explanations for why certain answers were correct. But anyways, took the test. We started around like 7:40 and then we finished around 10:40-ish, I'd say. And like, when I got the scores back, I was literally, I literally got up from my chair and was like, I'm shook. Like, because I really was, because my scores, like, they were good and they were bad. Like, so I don't know, I'm just gonna show you the scores that I got. So based on these scores, so I got a 147 on verbal reasoning, 153 on quantitative reasoning, and a 4 on analytical writing. So not too shabby with the quantitative and the analytical writing. I was pretty upset at the verbal reasoning just because like, I just never scored. I don't think I've ever scored that low on verbal reasoning recently. Like, I know I've gotten like 148s, 149s, 150s and 152s, but I've never gotten a 147. But I don't know, I'm pretty confident that I can get a 150 on verbal reasoning tomorrow. And I was just honestly shocked that I got a 153 on quantitative, because like, I don't know if I've just like been like just on top of it with the math and the quantitative, but I don't know, there's just something maybe in the water, I don't know, that's just been helping me jump over the 150 hurdle that I've been really trying to get over. That was actually the first time I had ever written and gotten a score for the analytical writing section. And the analytical writing section is actually out of 6 points. So I was pretty impressed, like a 4.5 out of 6 on my first try. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for that. So anyways, it is 12 o'clock. So it's officially test day, and I take my test at 12:30. So I'm definitely gonna now get some rest. I really need to, because I feel like it barely makes sense right now after taking that practice test and now coming back to update y'all. But anyways, today's test day, and I am so excited to just get this done with and to just move on with my life. So I will definitely check in with y'all a little later. Good morning, everybody. It is test day. I just woke up. I'm still kind of tired, but this morning I am just pretty much taking it as easy and as slow as I can, you know, not really trying to use my brain as much, especially since in a couple of hours I'm gonna be using my brain a lot. So I've just kind of made a decision to, you know, whatever happens, happens. You know, I've studied, I've worked hard, I've dedicated time and energy towards getting the best scores that I can. So I'm just gonna let myself chill this morning. It is currently 8:23. I don't know if that's gonna pick up, but it's 8:23, and at 10:30 I'm meeting my sister at a Target that's right across from the testing center. I know, so convenient. But we are going to go shopping for some snacks for the test, and then we're also gonna grab lunch at Zaxby's, which I know, total healthy brain food, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And I'm actually really excited for like a house salad with raspberry vinaigrette. But anyways, so that seems to be the plan this morning. Relax, let my brain rest, go to Target, go to Zaxby's, do the test. So I will be checking in with y'all a little later. Y'all, so it is around 9:30, I believe, and I just got a phone call from my testing center, which I was like not expecting. But anyways, I got a call from them, and they were just calling to confirm my testing appointment, and they were actually saying that if I wanted to, I could start my test earlier, because I guess they didn't have enough people to like fill the test room to capacity. So they are allowing me, and I guess other people too, to come in earlier, start your test earlier. And I think that's really awesome. I don't think I'm gonna really take up on that offer, just because I really want to, you know, do this with my sister. Alrighty, you guys, so I'm headed out to Target to meet up with my sister. We are going to get snacks, like I said earlier, and then we're gonna head to Zaxby's for some lunch, and then over to the testing center. So I'm making my way. I think the nerves are starting to kick in for sure, but it's gonna be fine. We're gonna do great. Hey guys, so I just got back home from the GRE test. It is currently 5:05 and I started my test around like 12:30 and I was done with testing by, I want to say like 3:50-ish, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I mean, we're done with the test and that's all that matters. But so at the very end of the test, they give you your unofficial quantitative and qualitative scores, also known as your verbal and your math scores. And I definitely, to be honest, I did not score where I really wanted to score. For my graduate school of choice, they say I'm required to get a 150 on both the quantitative and qualitative section. And I ended up scoring a 146 on verbal and a 148 on my math section. So I was pretty bummed, honestly, when I saw the scores. And I don't know my writing score because they don't give that to you right away because they have to have a computer score and a human score at first. So, but anyways, I'm not really sad per se, and I'm not really disappointed in myself because, like, you know, this is my first time taking the official GRE, you know, in person, on the computer, in that environment, and I think I did a really good job. But at the end of the day, it's like, those are not the scores that I have been working so hard to try to get, and I've scored higher on tests that I've done at home, and I just, you know, I'm just kind of upset with the discrepancy between my official test taking, you know, official test take day versus when I practice at home. And especially, you know, after taking a practice test last night and, you know, getting, I think, a 148 on verbal and then a 152 on quantitative, and then today having, you know, even lower scores, I'm kind of upset about that. But I'm not like discouraged from applying to graduate school. I'm still gonna go through with applying because, you know, I haven't come this far, you know, writing a whole essay and getting my resume and curriculum vitae and everything together just to say I give up. You know, I'm not going to throw in the towel that easily. I'm definitely going to apply to graduate school. I'm definitely going to pursue the program that I'm applying to, and just hope that me as a student, holistically, the big picture will basically override the fact that I have not gotten my minimum GRE scores of 150 for quantitative and 150 for qualitative. And I'm sorry I keep on switching off between qualitative and verbal and quantitative and math, but anyways, yeah. So I'm sad, but I'm not sad, and I'm discouraged, but I'm not discouraged. I mean, to sum it all up, I'm just tired. So I'm definitely just going to take the rest of the night easy. I have to take out my dogs, and I'm pretty much, when I come back inside from doing that, I think I'm literally gonna sit on the couch, more like lay on the couch, watch YouTube, and probably take a well-deserved nap, even though it's kind of too late to take a nap, but I'm just tired. So yeah, so overall, you know, it is what it is. We'll just see what happens with these scores. And honestly, if I do need to retake the GRE, I'm not going to retake it, because the next time I'd be able to qualify to take the GRE would be February 15th. And that's just, I don't feel like spending another $200 on a test that I don't even know if I'm going to get into graduate school or not, based on the scores that I have. And based on my, like, my education from undergraduate, my experience during my undergraduate year, I think I am, you know, qualified to go to this graduate program. I feel like graduate or GRE scores do not define me. And I think, you know, as an admissions committee, you know, if they do look at you holistically, then, and they look at me holistically, I would hope that they would see through the GRE scores. So I'm not retaking the GRE unless I get denied admissions. If I get denied admissions, and I won't know probably until April of this year, honestly, but if I do get denied admissions, then yes, I will retake the GRE, because then, you know, it kind of clarifies how serious they are about the GRE. So, but for now, I'm just not throwing $200 again at this test. I'm just going to go with what I have, who I am, and go from there. But if I do have to retake it, then I'm definitely going to have, you know, more experience under my belt, and, you know, a better idea of what to expect. So yeah, that's the plan. That is the move. I will, I'm actually gonna end off this vlog right here, just because it's already been like a whole week in my life plus today, and I have a lot of content already. It's mostly, and I apologize that it's mostly just me talking and not a lot of me doing, but a lot of just me just rambling and chit-chatting about the GRE. But I hope that this vlog has been, you know, somewhat informative or insightful, maybe motivating for you if you're trying to take the GRE or apply to graduate school. But thank you so much if you've gotten this far. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe down below and like this video. And I really appreciate you watching.